Welcome
Balls.
back. Welcome back to Gurren Lagann.
Welcome back to Foot Jerkers.
Welcome back to Dynasty Warriors Gundam.
This is Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Oh, step bro, I'm stuck in the Robo Justice suit.
Pushing the dolly with your feet.
I can't see their feet, bitch.
Yeah.
When you can't even see your feet?
Yeah!
You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
The dolly.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Couldn't have done it because of the clasp. There's absolutely no chance that the costume was
Hero's
taken off
not
to move
strong.
the body.
Once it's on, you can never take it off.
I got it!
I got it!
Yeah, you get your hearts back by getting right answers. Because your hearts are how seriously people take you.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help?
Why would you make something that you can't get out of by yourself? You can't take off by yourself.
I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't.
How could he take it off?
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
No, you're
really,
right.
really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
Literally proved you
Still
couldn't do
far
it.
too early
Yeah.
to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went
Oh,
down.
are they're doing shit in a weird order.
All right,
Is this gonna be
then.
the reconstruction?
Let's take another look
Maybe.
back at what happened.
It can't be.
I suppose we could start with this morning.
No, it's not gonna be.
Okay,
Four of
I
us
thought it was
gathered
gonna be.
together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste! What's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him! This strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further back into the hallway and disappeared. So yeah, that's another thing about this that bugs me. Celeste was acting super weird. Like, she is not normally that shaken by anything.
Yeah.
And she was freaking the fuck out. She was like, we're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
It is, like, no.
It's completely out of character. Which points to it being a lie.
Yeah.
Or an act.
Yeah!
Huh?
What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi.
Hifumi!
He's in the nurse's office.
He's in the nurse's office.
Oh.
This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
Keep getting caught up in the.
at that point we decided
Keep
to
getting
divide
caught up in
into
the
two
voices.
groups. Celeste, Hina, and I
Going
went
up
back
in
to
the-
the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
A
I
party
left
has been
Celeste and Hina
discovered.
there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
The body disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
Oh,
Next
shit.
thing we knew, we were
Shit.
searching the school
Fart.
for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Oh no.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Hmm?
Yep.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what.
And remember, you can also take shit from people's statements.
Yeah. Monokuma file number 3.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's
think it was the
obvious
first
Taka
one.
came after.
Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order
What
they were
order?
killed in. Taka came
But
last
he said
What
when
makes you
the
say
thing
that?
loop stopped, he said something about that.
because of the
Yeah.
numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See?
Yeah, it
so
could
it's
be either one of
obvious
those.
Taka came after.
But is the Monokuma file the thing that contradicts?
That shows.
Because it says that
So, regarding
they were
Taka's
killed with a
death,
similar weapon.
I wonder if he
So then
died
probably
before Hifumi, or perhaps
that
it was
has to do with the
after?
weapon.
Okay.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice
Damn
Hammer
it.
3, while Taka's death came from a swing of
Oh, wait,
Justice
that's-
Hammer 4.
Is it ship?
See?
Shit.
That's 11.
It's where they can't. It's been more than 11.
Yeah. Justice hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's
I think it's
death,
Justice Hammers. He's talking about it
I
so much.
wonder if he
Yeah.
died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
What could
Taka
it
came
be?
last
Oh!
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No.
Huh.
Okay, you know what? I don't like the way these are worded.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly
So, regarding Taka's death,
what the contradiction here
I wonder
is.
if he
Does the
died
file
before
even have any?
Hifumi,
Maybe
or
you have to
perhaps
take
it
something
was
from part of
after?
the.
We already know
it's-
what order they were
Take
killed in.
this.
Bring it to
Taka
the
came
Justice
last
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wording in this.
Yeah,
in
I
this
have
bit is
no
not
idea
good.
how that connects.
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I guess, no, it kind of.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume
I
that
guess
the hammers
then
were used in the same
He didn't
order as
come
their
first
numbers.
because of the hammers. The hammers. That's not really a contradiction.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The game has been hammering into us contradictions, contradictions, contradictions. But, like, it's
Sometimes it just
it's
doesn't.
super inconsistent. And in a game that punishes you, like,
If
so
anything,
harshly for getting
that's
things
just
wrong,
another way the killer
like,
tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah.
that sucks.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before
Granted,
Hifumi?
the thing we did made a lot more sense than using File 3, because that didn't have anything to do with. Yeah,
It
File
said
3,
that they were killed with a similar weapon.
but the hammers were all similar.
They were similar, but they were different sizes.
Yeah, but it didn't say they weren't different. It just said similar weapons. They were all. It would all be the same kind of.
I guess.
It doesn't make sense, but it makes more sense, I guess.
It's you gotta get all metagamey with it, and I don't like that.
Well, we got metagamey and it didn't work.
Yeah.
We thought it was the hammers. but
Okay
I don't
then,
know.
let's see the proof.
The rest, a lot of the other stuff has been alright.
Yeah, it's the wording has kind of fucked us out. Not fucked us over, but it's been weird in
Wording
different
has
places.
fucked us again. Or
Evidence
screwed us
that
again.
proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. The watch.
The watch. Hangman's Gambit. It's just gonna be watch. Wristwatch.
Wristwatch. It's gonna be Schizo. The Schizo one is the worst one.
Yeah.
That one's terrible. Because it's not schizophrenia.
C. H.
Now I
Balls.
understand.
Now I understand.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting?
Kept you waiting, huh?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
Little girls and
so
little
if it
boys.
wasn't broken after 6 last night, Then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Which implies that the hammers are a
That simple
misdirection.
fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah!
Huh?
What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been...
Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment
We were having
room,
one of those
correct?
peeing races.
And then there's
Len,
the disappearance of Taka's
it's
body
called a
from the
pissing
equipment
contest.
room.
Fucking love that bit.
It's really good.
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
Are you
She
stupid?
could have dragged
Like,
Taka's body out
your
of there
life is
right
on the
then.
line here.
Even if she could pull that
Are
off,
you-
there's
Yeah,
no
he
way
is
she could have
stupid.
done the same with
You know why
Hifumi's
she
body.
didn't do it? It's because she didn't use the fucking scissors.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Because,
Stupid,
as we
dumbass,
just established,
fucking
she was
dumbass.
passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible
I
that
didn't
any
do
of
it.
us could
That's
have
fair.
killed Hifumi
Yeah.
or moved
Okay,
any
I
of their
believe you.
bodies.
Okay, I
On the
believe
other
you.
hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so
Kyoko.
they most certainly
Kyoko.
could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Was the last?
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body
Here's the
got
big
moved.
fucker.
Yep.
That's true.
It's like
We
the
searched
kicker,
everywhere.
but fuck.
But we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Yeah.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in
It
that
was
short amount
Hifumi's
of time?
powerful legs.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be
Oh,
impossible!
man. Oh,
Wow.
brother, this
What if I
guy
told you there was a way
stinks!
to make the impossible possible?
Break the unbreakable!
Row,
Row, fight the power!
If the dead body were
Yeah.
to move itself.
Okay, so we at least got most of our theory right. Now we just have to
Moved on its
select.
own?
Yeah.
I really, yeah.
Well, it's
It's gotta be.
it's gotta be. Like,
The only thing that I'm not like 100% on is the motive for Hifumi. Because there might be another thing. Maybe he.
I don't think it has anything to do with
I'm
the
not
occult.
100% on him just
I think what
blindly
she's
following
implying
Celeste.
is-
But that's certainly an option, and I think it's the most likely.
yeah, because it's they had that scene where it was like Hifumi was just wrapped around her little finger.
Yeah. Let's feel my fun
Again, the doo-doo shenanigans are becoming essential plot points. They are essential plot points in the cases.
They said he doo-doo and he
Totally did. That one is too obscure.
Yeah.
There are like 10 people on the planet who will understand that reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality
He was
still alive.
He was still alive. You know he was alive.
Are you
Yeah.
saying Hifumi
Well, no,
wasn't
they think
carried
that
out
he
of the nurse's
miraculously
office,
came back to
but
life.
simply
I think
walked
Allie
out on
thinks
his
that.
own?
Yeah.
But I mean, we found his body.
No, he wasn't!
You're forgetting the
Perhaps
fucking
he was simply playing
You cried on him.
That isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible?
Baby glasses.
My glasses.
Your ass, fat ass, broken rib.
Are you saying
Yeah,
that
that's
when we
unrelated.
first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Oh, you take that and then...
Oh!
Wait.
That was for Taka's body! Because
Oh,
they found him at the same time!
And that's why there was no announcement for Taka!
Genius.
Oh my God!
Genius. I was talking about...
I fucking love this game!
I was talking about the construction of this case, not our own, because we did not figure that out.
No.
They were
We knew
discovered
something was up with them.
almost exactly the same
When
time.
we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Alright,
there's a chance he was actually still
so we've
alive.
got he was actually still alive.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
So this is what we have
along
to
with the
refute,
rest of
is this
us.
thing Celeste says.
Hifumi's dead
That's what
body
we have
had
to
been
refute.
found.
Yep.
But with...
And that
I
is why
think
the
it's with what
announcement
Kyoko
was made.
says.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
It's either that or... I don't know if it'd be
Are
the
you
reason.
Oh,
saying that
oh,
when
you
we first
can!
found Hifumi in the
can what?
nurse's office,
You can carry this over.
Yeah.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is
I think this
impossible.
makes sense. Someone else's
Hifumi was
discovery.
dead, without a
Hifumi's
doubt.
dead body had been
And
found.
you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. That one makes a lot of sense.
There's a couple missteps.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was one in the second trial where it was literally
Was
just...
the body discovery
broken
announcement that was
thing.
made
Yeah.
really intended for
That one
Hifumi?
made sense.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
This is
The
so far the only
announcement
one where I was
played
really
right
like,
after we
okay, then one of
discovered
those
his
was bad.
body.
The
Yeah.
rest of the trial's been alright. It's been a bit light on the
But that
interaction.
was also the same
Yeah,
time
it's
that
really
Taka's
been
body was
like
found.
It's
we
fun
haven't-
to figure out, but we haven't needed to do
We
much.
haven't needed to figure it out,
But we did.
which kind of
It's
sucks.
fun.
Yeah,
Like, in terms of how this case is laid out, it's by far
It's
my
great.
favorite so far. Like, no doubt.
great.
In terms of the trial,
It wasn't
maybe...
long after
Yeah,
finding
trial-
the
We'll see how it
body
goes. We'll
that
see
the
how it
Trial
goes.
I'm not loving so far.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
That's fucking
First of all,
awesome.
It's
two
so
bodies
good.
had been found. There really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got...
Oh my
lazy and
God.
rolled them together
She's
into one.
freaking out
Throughout
so
the whole
hard.
throughout the whole trial, she's been slowly like, no, but this, but this.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
say, Monokuma?
It's obvious now
about-
that she
what,
did it, but we
Monokuma?
just have to convince people.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail.
Dude, we did the Chihiro thing last time. We will get into sensitive issues.
But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Okay, so there goes my theory out the window, which is Makoto is what triggers the body discovery announcement.
That'd be fucking wild.
Yeah.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later,
And when they
we
found
won't
the
make
bodies
announcement
again.
Yeah.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again?
Because
later
Hifumi
on?
was dead for real that time.
Actually dead.
Huh? Later on?
Wait, so he did come back to life?
No.
Oh, that was
He was dying of his wounds.
Yeah. Okay.
He faded into like lucidity.
Yeah, terminal lucidity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
I like this game.
This game's good.
Body discovery announcement.
First time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. The second time was when just after Hifumi came back to
body
life.
sort of rediscovered.
Oh fuck.
Shoot!
Second time was when both bodies were
Yeah.
rediscovered.
I got it! We heard
got
it the
it!
second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Oh, so wait. Then Hifumi did come back to life.
Yeah, it's magic. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
Didn't seem
dozens
weird
and
at the
dozens
time,
of baseballs,
but it
thousands of
contradicts
victims.
what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both
The idea
bodies,
that
the
shifts
announcement
when
shouldn't
I
have
don't know
played.
if that's a thing.
I don't know.
And in
Probably
reality,
not.
when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually
Not
rediscovered
dead.
for the first time.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the
That's
worst
exactly
logic
it.
I have ever heard.
No, that's
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can
Bitch.
prove
Glasses.
he is still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be multiple bullets. Nope.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
That's true.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after
They're
being
identical.
moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
I'll bet that's it.
Yep.
Then, was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
When Hifumi's body was found in the nurse's office and when it was found again in the repository, there's definitely some sort of conflict there.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Fuck you.
No, it's wrong.
I want there to be a chance for this to go. Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Du-du-du-du-du.
That'd be
In
incredible.
fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. his glasses. That fact alone.
Whoa,
proves
whoa,
that
whoa,
he was
whoa, whoa,
only brain
what?
dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash can was glasses cleaning cloth.
I got it!
I got it!
Got it!
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a
With the
certain
glasses
cartoon mascot.
Cartoon mascot.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
That's really good.
I love the evil blank be like memes. They're so good.
And the mascot on the cloth
It
is
is
the
pretty
same
good.
one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
I was just about to say, doesn't Kyoko wear glasses? I keep assuming she wears glasses. This is the second time.
She seems like she would wear glasses.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse
His copious
becomes
corpse.
possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood?
It was
it
the blood
paint or
packs.
something?
The fridge in the nurse's office
Yep.
contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Hifumi. It was Sakura.
I got it!
I got it!
I got it!
Only have
We
been
get health back like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
While we
I can
were
make a
all
whole
gathered in
2
the nurse's
mistakes
office,
You
now.
can make one
He went to the
mistake.
equipment room
Yeah.
and
Too
took
hard.
Taka's body.
Right.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Yup.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Kyoko's portrait is... Kyoko is edging her
Oh my
brain
God.
aneurysm.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
Believe it! Believe it! Naruto!
When I believe it.
can do push-ups with your board if you're in pain.
I'll stomp on your back right now and break it.
Wow.
If he was in trouble, would you
That
think
actually
he was
filled
one
me
more
with
piece
like
of
a
evidence?
primal fear. It's like one time, so we got this friend, who's like, a younger sibling of another friend of ours. And, I don't know why, but she is always threatening to do terrible things to me.
Dude, SMT5 News Volume 4 scheduled for tomorrow.
Cool.
So I'm looking at my phone a bit. I can hear all the stuff, and I don't have to talk.
Yeah.
But holy shit.
And
Fart.
she'll always be saying something like, I'm going to stab David, or like, I'm going to powerbomb him.
Oh, you're talking
the
about...
chair. Yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
young child.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like threatening, like legitimately. It's so funny.
I always laugh it off. But one time, like, we were outside, and she was holding a pair of pruning shears, and she said something about stabbing me, and I realized that, like, she could.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I felt like this fear shoot down my spine.
Funny.
But yeah.
There's more?
There's more?
Oh, wait, there's more.
There will be more in the next episode,
Yeah.
Yasuhiro.
Yeah.